for the first time in, I think, 4 years now, the Trump administration is making them take away end racism, which they had written in the end zone, right?
It just seems silly. I mean,
to do it or not to do it?
Why get rid of it?
Oh, I could tell you why.
I know, but it's just like
because it was stupid to begin with.
Yeah, but
let me ask you, who is it for? And if you're a racist and you see end racism in the end zone, you're going to stop being a racist? But I think it's an asshole to nag us during a football game about something that doesn't change anything or any. If I'm not a racist and I see it, it doesn't matter. And if I am a racist, it's going to make me more of a racist.
Like, I think if you write, don't be an asshole in the end zone, everybody will agree with that.
Yeah! I saw the Government Accounting Office, that's not the Trump administration, said in the last 20 years, I think it was something like 2.2.
It's 3 trillion.
Well, it was a little less than that, but in trillions of improper payments.
Yes.
This is trillions, not billions. What could we have done with that money? In 2023, it was 236 billion of improper payment. So it's not like this does not have to be done. It's supposed to make our lives easier. That's the whole point. Washing machines did more for women's liberation than 1,000 lesbian-run bookstores. I don't know for a fact that Elon Musk is planning to grow a mustache just to troll the libs.
Picture this. Bill Maher, the last guy anyone expects to defend Donald Trump, standing on CNN's stage and delivering a mic drop moment that has the whole room roaring. Yes, it happened. For years, Bill Maher has made a career out of roasting Trump, hammering conservatives, and waving the liberal flag. But now, the tables just flipped, and the media elite didn't know what hit them. Because in one jaw-dropping segment, Bill Maher did the unthinkable. He turned on CNN, he defended Trump, and he exposed the hypocrisy of an entire movement live on their own turf. And when he did, the crowd went absolutely wild. Stick around, because you're not going to believe what Maher said that left the CNN panel in stunned silence. And why millions are now wondering if Maher is finally done with the liberal machine. Before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button if you love seeing media hypocrisy get called out. Subscribe so you never miss another viral takedown. And share this with someone who still thinks CNN is neutral. Did you smash it? Awesome. Let's get into it.
Under the previous administration, we would have inquiries. We would request information. We would want cabinet secretaries and assistant secretaries and deputy secretaries to come before committee. We would send letter after letter after letter and get no response. The Biden administration operated literally in the shadows. They would not tell you anything that was going on. At least Donald Trump puts it out in the litany of orders that come out that day. Here's what we're doing today. We're going into the Department of Justice. We are taking these attorneys and they are under supervisory review, or however they choose to phrase it. You knew nothing that was going on in Joe Biden's presidency. So if democracy truly dies in darkness, I would rather have an executive tell me what they're doing as opposed to hiding it from the American people.
It all started when Bill Maher appeared on CNN to discuss democracy. What they wanted was another soft interview. What they got? A reality check they'll be replaying in their nightmares. The topic, Trump's presidency versus Biden's. The CNN host expected Maher to trash Trump like everyone else on the panel, but instead, Maher stunned the room. At least Trump was transparent about what he was doing, Maher said. He didn't hide it in the shadows like Biden's people did. The room shifted. You could feel it. The host tried to pivot, tried to save the moment, but Maher wasn't done. He leaned forward, voice sharp. Democracy doesn't die when a president tweets too much. Democracy dies when the people in power hide everything from the public. Boom. Crowd roars. CNN frozen. This wasn't your usual anti-Trump media-approved soundbite. This was Bill Maher straight up torching the left's fake transparency narrative live. The best part? Maher wasn't even angry. He was calm, methodical, deadly. He pointed out how under Trump, you knew what was happening. Every controversial decision, every dumb comment, every executive order, it was all public. But under Biden, backroom deals, closed door policies, zero transparency. At least with Trump, Maher said, you knew what you were getting. With Biden, they bury it and the media helps them. And that's when it hit the audience.
There's even a trend now among liberal women of wearing blue bracelets to signal that they're Kamala voters and therefore safe to approach and talk to, because God forbid you fall into some checkout line chit-chat with, gasp, a Republican. And many young women are now also pledging never to have sex with any man who voted for Trump. Really? That's your big plan? Embargoing the pussy? It's so egotistical, as if the ultimate punishment is not letting people have you. Hey, you know what? You weren't fucking Trump-type guys anyway. Well, except for Taylor.
Bill Maher wasn't defending Trump because he loved the guy. He was defending truth. He was defending accountability. And for once, even the CNN crowd agreed. The roar that followed shook the room. Why did the crowd, a crowd that likely leaned liberal, cheer? Because deep down, people are sick of the games. They're sick of being lied to, manipulated, and treated like idiots by the media elite. They know Biden's administration has been a fortress of silence. They know the media runs cover for their favorite politicians. And for once, someone finally had the guts to say it, on their stage. Bill Maher didn't just defend Trump. He defended common sense, and the people, they felt it. Just when you think he's done, Maher lights another match. He roasted CNN's obsession with virtue signaling, calling out things like the ridiculous end racism slogans plastered on NFL fields. If you're a racist, seeing end racism in the end zone isn't going to change your heart, Maher quipped. It's just empty symbolism. It's for show. Laughter, cheers, applause. Even some CNN staffers cracked smiles.
10 Gen Zers say the authors of the Constitution are best described as villains. Wow. In 1776, James Monroe was 18. Alexander Hamilton was 21 and James Madison 25. Joe Biden was only 30. America's founders, they were the Gen Z of their day. And when they were your age, they started a country. What the fuck have you?
Because it's true. The endless slogans, the virtue signaling, the empty gestures, they're all about looking good, not doing good. And Bill Maher, he wasn't afraid to say it. At first, the audience didn't know how to react.
Roast out and I've gone camping with John Waters. A 2014 CNN report discovered that at least 35 Disney employees had been arrested for sex crimes against children, and in 2021, Disney Child's Union Education Party, and you've turned schools and colleges into a joke. What a shocker that the people who see everything through the lens of race and sex see their election loss as a result of racism and sexism. Kamala spent 100 days telling voters, I know it feels like crime and illegal immigration are bad, but fuck your feelings. Look at this chart. Have you seen my "In this house we believe" lawn sign? See, it says right on it, we believe in science. Right, which is why you demanded no one even debate whether COVID could have escaped from the one lab in the one city where they were studying it. How far-fetched. Democrats have become like a royal family that, because of so much incest, has unfortunately had children who are retarded.
They weren't used to someone standing up to CNN, right there, right then. But as Maher kept dropping truth bomb after truth bomb, something shifted. The nervous chuckles turned into loud, genuine laughter. The awkward claps turned into roaring applause. Because whether you're liberal, conservative, or somewhere in between, truth hits different. And on that day, Bill Maher was the truth teller. After the show, the spin machine kicked into overdrive. Pundits scrambled to contextualize Maher's comments. Analysts tried to paint it as constructive criticism. Some even claimed Maher was having a bad day. But the internet wasn't buying it. Clips of Maher's takedown exploded across Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Memes flooded Instagram. Hashtags like, "Hey Maher McDrop," "Easter Sin Exposed," "Bill Breaks the Narrative," started trending worldwide. The truth was out, and no amount of spin could stuff it back in. This isn't the first time Maher's broken ranks with the left. But this time, it felt different. It felt bigger. Because now, he's not just critiquing cancel culture. He's not just poking fun at woke slogans. He's calling out the system, the networks, the narratives. And if he's willing to turn on CNN on their own platform, you better believe more fireworks are coming. Bill Maher's not just the court jester anymore. He's becoming the truth teller no one can control. And judging by the way that crowd roared, America's ready for it. Now it's your turn. Do you think Bill Maher is slowly turning conservative? Should more comedians and commentators call out the media's hypocrisy? And will CNN ever recover from getting humiliated on their own stage? Sound off in the comments. I'm reading everything. And before you leave, smash that like button if you love seeing truth bombs dropped live. Subscribe for more explosive takedowns. Share this with a friend who's still watching CNN without question. Because when the crowd roars for truth, there's no turning back. Stay tuned, because Bill Maher is just getting started.